Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a topic that is being on everyone's plate. It's literally processed foods. We know they are convenient, cheap and tasty. But what are they really doing to our bodies? Stick around because we are about to uncover the hidden dangers of processed foods and how they might be affecting your health more than you think. Before we go ahead, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, now it is right time for you to do so by hitting that subscribe button and click the bell next to it so that you never miss any update from me. Without further delay, let's get started with this video. In today's fast-paced world, processed foods are everywhere. They line the supermarket shelves, fill our pantries, and often find their way into our daily meals. But while they save us time in the kitchen, they might be costing us something far more valuable, which is our health. So what exactly are processed foods? They are any food that has been altered in some way during preparation, whether it's through adding preservatives, sweeteners, artificial colors, or even just packaging to make it attractive to you, the buyers, or the final consumers. Some processed foods are relatively harmless, but others can be loaded with hidden dangers that you won't find on the label. Okay, let's start by breaking down what goes into processed foods. On the surface, it might look just like a box of cereal or a can of soup or a can of jam to you. But reality is that many processed foods are full of ingredients your body wasn't designed to handle. And one of it is added sugars and artificial sweeteners. One of the biggest culprits in processed foods is added sugar. Even food you wouldn't expect, like bread, salad dressings, or yogurt, can contain shocking amount of sugar. Amount of sugar that will shock you to your bone marrow. And don't get me started on artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose that we think they are healthier alternatives, which are marketed as healthier alternatives but can have their own negative effect on the body. And the next ingredient you can find in processed food is trans fats or hydrogenated oils. Processed foods are often filled with unhealthy fats, especially trans fat. I know trans fats are not good for all too good for us. These are man-made fats that extend shelf life but wreak havoc on your cholesterol levels, increasing your risk of heart diseases and stroke. And some chemicals, preservatives, and additives to make food last longer and taste better. Companies use preservatives and flavor enhancers, but these chemicals can disrupt your gut health, cause inflammation, and even be linked to serious diseases like cancer. You also have to be careful. So, what do all these chemicals and additives do to your body over time? Here's where things get scary, really scary. Regular consumption of processed food has been linked to a host of health issues that can sneak up on you anytime without even you expecting it. Processed foods are often calorie dense but nutritionally empty, very low in nutrition. High levels of sugar, refined carbs, and unhealthy fats make them addictives, leading to overeating and weight gain because you keep craving and craving for more. This can contribute to obesity, which is a major risk for many chronic diseases, obesity. And also, the trans fat and excessive sodium found in many processed foods are a recipe for heart problems. They raise bad cholesterol levels while lowering good cholesterol, putting you at risk for heart disease, high blood pressure, and stroke. And your digestive health is also at risk because that is where they target most. Your gut health is directly impacted by what you eat. Processed foods often lack fiber and are filled with preservatives that disrupt your gut microbiome. Over time, this can lead to digestive issues, bloating, and even conditions like irritable bowel syndrome. And the banger is it increased risk of cancer. Studies have shown that certain processed foods, particularly those with chemical additives and artificial preservatives, can increase your risk of developing cancer in the future. Now that we have uncovered the hidden dangers of processed foods, the biggest question is, how do we break free from it? I know that is what you're about to ask. So just sit down and consume this content. Make sure you share. The number one there is choose whole food. Choose what you consume wisely. That is the number one. The simplest solution is to focus on whole, minimally processed food if you will go for one. Fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, they are loaded with fiber. And you know how fiber benefits your gut health, everything, your digestive system. Load on nuts and seeds. They are packed with nutrients that your body needs to function at its best. With all this, be mindful of what you put in your stomach. Be mindful of what you are getting from the market. Be mindful of the process you go about in cooking your meal. Don't overcook meal that's supposed to be heated minimally. And don't eat raw food that you're supposed to at least heat a bit to bring out that nutrient in it. Don't kill the nutrient in your food while cooking. That is another thing. Choosing the right ingredient is one thing. Cooking it the right way is another thing. And the time of consuming those meals is another thing, because there are times where you consume some meal, it don't help you anymore. So how do you also eat as well is another thing. Are you eating mindfully? Are you eating out of emotion? Avoid emotional eating. Eat mindfully. So that is it. Then try and read labels carefully. Not all processed foods are created equal. There are some food companies that still take their time to give you something good, even if you must go for processed food. But take the time to read labels and look for items with short ingredients list. And try and understand what those ingredients means. Some can be written in their chemical form that I don't know about, but I'm going to create a video to educate you guys on what those labels mean. E45, E105, E18, what do they mean? What do they actually mean? What kind of flavor are they? What kind of sweetener are they? If you see a lot of things you can't pronounce, then usually a red flag. Probably it's not even written in English that you can read. Maybe it's written in another language. Just be careful and try and educate yourself. It's your health. Then cook more at home. Now we are here. Preparing your own meals gives you full control over what goes into your food. You have the control. And even if you must eat from outside, you have to be careful of the choice of food you go for. You don't need to make gourmet meals every night. Even simple dishes can be healthier when made from scratch with whole ingredients. Then finally on this, you have to limit your sugar and packaged snacks. Swap out sugary packaged snacks for healthier options like fruits, handful of nuts, or homemade granola. From granola outside might be filled with a lot of preservative as well and unhealthy sweeteners. But if you prepare yours at home, you have control over what goes into it. These small changes have a big impact on your health. I hope you incorporate this into your routine. It's going to be of help. It's going to be a game changer for you. Processed foods may be convenient, but the hidden dangers they carry can have lasting effect on your body. and overall well-being, from weight gain to heart diseases and even increased cancer risk. These foods can silently undermine your health over time. But the good news is you have the power to make healthier choices every day by swiping out processed foods for whole, nutritious alternatives. You can start feeling better inside out. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share with someone who might benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that will help you live your healthiest life. See you in the next video and bye.